He's got you, he's pinned you to the ground, and his fangs are biting.
You will not tell anybody, but I would like to get in this grave.
I'm not sleeping in a barn.
Tonight, the village of Krezk, a place that lives under a dark shadow and holds the darkest secret yet. If you're joining us for the first time, this is a perfect time to jump in and welcome.
Welcome to Krezk, a beautiful little hamlet, once the wealthiest city in all Barovia. We've owned this land for 500 years, and my honor to own it now, and I am grateful for the opportunity to host you and repay the kindness you have done us. We have modest means these days, but the barn is warm, and there's no horses or anything, and we've converted it into a barracks, if you will. You can stay there as long as you like. I do have one spare room. It'll cram you a bit.
I'm not sleeping in a barn or trancing.
Yes, this is what I was going to say as well. Barn is no good for us. And honestly, we need a bigger room, perhaps a suite, like an adjoining 2-room.
Well, we don't have a suite. Perhaps there is another room I might be able to offer you so that you would have 2 rooms.
I'm not sure we are going to do that, but either way, I was noticing that, well, first off, it's rather cold and it would be great to get inside, but I am noticing that there are no people.
Yes, we tend to be indoors at night following the werewolf attack. We're extra careful. More guards on the walls, more people barricading doors and windows at night. It's several injured and 1 killed. So we're being careful, very careful.
And how many people would you say that you've lost to werewolf killings?
Well, as I said, we'd lost the 1. In my lifetime, there's not been another. There's the first person that has died. We did have several others wounded, but they were able to be healed.
So if other people die of, say, not a werewolf, how many people have to die before you have this many guards out?
Just 1.
Oh, seems very secure. Must be tight on the budget.
It is. However, most of the guards are farmers, generally. It being close to winter, they don't have a whole lot to do. Once spring comes, we may indeed have a personnel problem. The guards aren't particularly concerned with pay as much as they are concerned with being alive.
Do you think we could go inside and have this conversation? I am not cut out for this beauty of, my beauty for the winter and my shoulder pads.
Yes, absolutely. If you give me just a moment, I'd like to go and tell Anna we're going to have guests rather than just tramp in on her, at least give her a bit of warning. So perhaps you can confer and I'll come in about 5 minutes or so?
Sure, certainly.
Wonderful. I look forward to dinner. Borscht. He turns and walks towards his house.
Cellar, why do I get the sense that nobody lives here? Do you get that sense?
I was thinking the same thing, too. It seems perhaps I am a little numb to this, but when one person dies, we don't typically send out the brigade.
That's true.
It almost feels like they're putting on a show. But you said you don't think many people are here. What energy are you getting?
Well,
you detect auras, don't you?
Ooh, I did not consider this. This is a new thing for me, though. When he comes back, I will check out his aura and see, I cannot tell, I don't know. I cannot say what he is thinking, but I will know if there are lots of weird stuff. But I noticed that, other than the guards on the wall, I don't see that little kid that ran and got the wolf's bane. I don't see him, and it looks a bit bleak.
Then, of course, as that, Irina will point up the hill atop a series of switchbacks to 2 buildings that are very clearly the Abbey. There is a belfry there, and it's probably a bigger building than all of the buildings around you combined. And it definitely does seem to be somewhat dark and foreboding.
Does it look like the castle?
It does loom in the same way.
And I find it hard to believe that these people are farmers. I mean, what are we farming? It is cold on the mountain.
Agreed. I am very curious about their trade network and what other things they are doing. I mean, what do they eat here?
I don't know.
Besides piss poor food.
I'm sure the food isn't wonderful. We could look at a few houses and see if they have at least garden spaces. I don't imagine much is growing now.
Well, it is cold. I am going to put my scarf on. She's going to get in her bag. And you would see that it's, patchwork quilted different fabrics. That's not particularly warm. It's more stylish. But this is her way of, I am so cold. I know what to do. Gets a scarf. Oh my God, it is so cold.
Irina will follow your lead and sort of glance at your neck and sort of adjust her own scarf so she's covering her bite marks as well.
Yes.
I think it's been 5 minutes. I'd like to get out from under that thing.
Let's see where he went.
Sure. You turn that direction and you realize you're only about 50 feet or so from the cabin. So he's gone inside. As you approach it, it's pretty small. It's a log cabin. It's bigger than any of the other buildings in this village, but that's not saying much. You can sort of see that there's animal pens outside, chicken coop, a pig pen. There's a little garden up front, and behind the garden is a very small graveyard with lots of mismatched gravestones.
I will knock. Knock, knock, knock. This is Oksana. You left us in cold. My shoulder pads are freezing, and the others are cold too.
The door will open, and you see a young woman, for 20, curly hair sort of parted in the middle. She's not wearing a coat. She's barefoot, and she says, "Hello."
Okay, really quickly, Oksana is thinking, is she an acolyte? Does she look like an acolyte?
Perception, religion, insight, dealer's choice.
Oh, a nat 1. I got a nat 1 for a 5. No,
She's totally an acolyte. You are positive she is one of those acolytes.
Silith, she is acolyte. You know, you have seen them before, no? In Valaki, they were like worshipping this god of the mist. She says quietly, "Hello." Hand in front of the face.
She'll lean back and she'll say, "I was just about to go outside, but where are my manners? You can come in, of course."
You're wearing this?
Yeah.
But won't you be cold without a jacket?
Or shoes?
You're in nightgown.
Have you ever had a bad dream you couldn't wake up from?
No.
Irina will say, "I certainly have." Do you feel like they go away? I have a couple that I've had more than once. Why are you asking me? It's freezing out here.
Yes, why don't we go inside and we can talk all about your nightmares?
Yes, come in. You should come in out of the cold. She'll open the door.
How old does she look?
20? So young, but oh yeah, I just remembered you rolled a nat 1. 20. As you walk in, you hear the door shut behind you and she's gone. She's gone outside. There's some
Well.
pegs next to you as Irina starts to take off her jacket and hang it on the peg. It's pretty warm inside. The smell of pine logs, it smells like what they're burning in the fireplace. Pleasant.
Well, I guess I will do that. Does it smell good other than that, like borscht food?
Can't smell anything but the pine at the moment. If you look ahead of you down a hallway, there's sort of a big table. It seems to have room on either side of it.
Well,
Cellar closes her eyes and she kind of like sends a magical pulse to see if she can detect any undead within the area.
There are no undead in the area.
Thought it was strange the child just went out with shoes or a coat, but is that normal for, what was she, a human child?
No, it's not normal.
Oksana will turn around and open the door and see if she's out there to check her aura. Did I miss my
You look
opportunity?
Out the door, and you see that she's over in the little graveyard and she's sitting on the ground. As this happens, Silith, you hear voices coming from the back of the house. They're voices that are arguing, and it's one of those, we're trying to argue quietly, but we're totally failing arguments. Sounds like a male and a female voice. The Baron and a female.
I don't really know what this interpersonal thing is. I did not have parents. Irina, did you have mom? She did.
Yes, I lost her when I was fairly young.
Did they
I
argue?
remember her very well. Not that I recall. Like I said, it was a very long time ago. I'm more concerned with it sort of seems empty. First, the town is empty. Now she is empty. Even besides the no coat, no shoes outside in the freezing cold. Looks like she's sitting next to an empty grave. Looks like they dug a grave for someone and she's sitting by it. I can't tell. It doesn't look like there's anyone in there.
Should we go check it out? Or, I'm cold, but, what do you think?
You do hear the voices still talking from that side of the house.
Silith, do you want to go? We can go together and
Above the table, this is a wonderful time to split up.
let us split up. Who would like to go? I do not mind.
I will go. Since Silith heard the voices arguing, I think it would make sense that she would go back that way.
Toward the argument or toward the girl?
Toward the argument.
All right. I will go. Yes, you deal with more people. I will go deal with one person that might not be home.
So you go outside and approach the graveyard. Silith, are you actively going to try to eavesdrop or just sort of walk in and say, "Oh, I ran into you," or like, how are you going to play it?
Let's see.
Irina will follow your lead.
This is me talking in my Sylith whisper. Let's see if we can move a little slowly and see if we can, some of this dialogue. I can teach you some Drow sign language.
All right. As you creep down the hallway, go ahead and make a stealth check.
5.
You're rolling not great. Turn it around.
Let's see what Irina gets.
Right now would be a great time to subscribe to the channel, especially if you are a busy person. You could also listen to us on podcast, even though we are still working on our audio. But yes, I think it would be awesome if you could subscribe, and then it looked like we have lots of friends and helps out the algorithms. Maybe a like, maybe a comment. This would be nice.
So Irina rolled a dirty 20. I will say that Sylith, you're like, let's go. When you say you're going to go sneaky, the first step you take is not sneaky at all. It's just a big step. And Irina sort of grabs you by the shoulder and says, why don't you let me lead this time? She'll creep, and you hear the Baron say,
Anna, I know you made up your mind, but I'm begging you to reconsider. Maybe these visitors can help.
how? Kill the abbot? And if not, what would you have me do, Dmitri?
Leave here. Listen, Bronisevich, Ivan, and Falcon will help. They won't ask questions. We can borrow mules and they'll see you safely to Vallaki.
Dmitri, I've made my choice. For Kala, how can you ask me to flee like some coward? At this moment, you hear silence. I need you to make another stealth check.
10.
You hear the voice. Someone is there. Might as well come out.
Oh, hello. We were trying to find our rooms, but I suppose this isn't it.
No, the rooms are down that hall.
Did you hear anything?
Well, elves do have keen ears. I suppose we got the gist that it sounds like you need some assistance.
I would ask you to forget what you heard and not tell anyone.
Oh,
Please.
I'm good at secret.
Irina says, I don't know anyone else here. I don't even know who I would tell.
Don't tell Kala. When you meet her, don't tell her.
Anna will say, as a matter of fact, where is Kala? Did you see Kala?
As a player, I don't remember.
You saw the girl go outside. You don't know if that's Kala or not.
There was a small, weird child who did not believe in footwear and had less intonation to her voice than I.
Oh, honestly. Anna will sort of stalk out as though she's going to go outside. Oksana, as you approach her, she's sort of sitting. She's kind of sitting, got her knees hugged up, hugging her knees around with her arms. And her head's just kind of laying on her arm like that. When you walk up, she'll look up, then look back at the grave that's empty.
What are you doing out here with your no shoes on?
I'm trying to remember. Can't remember.
Is the grave, it's an open grave?
It's open. There is nothing in it. It is fresh, meaning within the last week or so, probably.
What are you trying to remember about this grave? Like, was someone there and then dig out?
Oh, no, nothing like that. Have you ever seen a monster before?
This is loaded question. Yes, there are many monsters.
Why do they like the dark so much?
I suppose they can hide. You don't see how horrific they might be. It doesn't have to be a monster to hide in the dark, though.
She'll reach up and she'll take her hand and she'll say, "Can you help me? Will you help me do something and not tell my parents? I don't want them to be sad. I don't want to scare them."
I can totally help you, but I would like something in return.
Okay, what?
You will not tell anybody, but I would like to get in this grave.
Okay. It's a deal?
Perfect.
Holding your hand, she'll turn it and start to shake it.
Perfect. And Oksana's sitting there, and just for a little bit of levity, like she springs from where she's sitting and jumps down into the grave, unless that's going to hurt her.
It's 6 feet deep. You're diving into a 6-foot pile of dirt that's partially frozen.
No, I'm like cat, when the dog or cat just kind of pops.
All right.
Do you want
Make
me
an
to?
acrobatics check, Cat.
Thank you so much. I would be happy to roll the acrobatics. Come on, we can do it.
Don't make any grave mistakes. Oh, no.
Yeah. 12. Are you seeing my roll?
Oh, 12's not bad. With a 12, you're able to, it's not circus quality, but you land in there and you're not hurt.
Luckily, I was not trying flip.
The woman will lean over and she'll say, do you want me to try to block it or something? Or should I act casual?
Yes, act casually. Yes, could you take some of the dirt and sprinkle it over? I would like to be one with the earth. Please. And she's going to put her hands, assuming she can put them on either side.
Probably only that much.
Okay, but touching either side.
Yes, that you can do.
And if the sprinkling occurs, she's going to close her eyes and try to sense if she senses Gummer. But she's definitely not saying anything about that, or probably not admitting it to herself.
You touch your hands to the sides and don't feel anything. From above, you'll hear her say, how realistic do you want this dirt?
I mean, I don't want shovel, but just, sprinkle it like they do in the, the funerals and all of this. And you know what? Never mind. I should really have some dahlias and things like that. Never mind. And she will crawl out and turn around, dust herself off. And do you know a girl named Stella? I think you two would have lots in common.
No, I don't know anyone named Stella.
All right, let's get into it.
So here's what I need. I just need you to come with me and go into the wine cellar with me.
This is it?
That's where the monster came from.
Girl.
And I want to go and make sure it's not there anymore.
Well, I just came from wine cellar with lots of monsters, and I would like to say it was, I was basically on my own, doing my own thing. And, my friends, I had to save all of them. So I think I can handle one little wine cellar.
Okay. If Oksana really thinks that she saved all her friends by herself, you can make a persuasion check. Otherwise, you make deception.
No, she's not delusional.
Okay. I wasn't sure.
So it's deception.
Yeah.
God. 14.
14. She'll say, well, it sounds like you're really brave. So then you'll come with me then? After dinner, maybe when my parents are asleep. I don't want to scare them.
Yes, but we want to discuss what will happen if the monster is there. I would like more information. But yes, I will go with you. Or, we will figure it out.
Okay. At this moment is when Anna bursts through the door. You notice she's taller. She's probably a head taller than the Baron. Very dignified, white hair kind of swept up, really put together. And she'll say, Kala, what are you doing? You need a coat. Well, my goodness. She'll come and sort of wrap her arms around and she'll say, hello, I'm Anna. Anna Fedorova, the Baroness here. You've met
Wait,
Kala,
what is your last name?
Fedorovna.
Are you sure we are not related? I am Velarova.
I'm not sure. I don't know the name Velarova, but perhaps we could be related. Who knows?
It sounds similar. Anyway, continue on. Let's go.
I'm sorry. Make Oksana a history check.
Sorry. Wait, a check? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I apologize for eating this. It's too good. And I do it when I get history. Ooh, I only have a +1.
Let's see how you roll.
9.
9. Yeah, it does sound like your name.
We are related. We are distant cousins. Anyway, you say Kala?
Yeah, her name is Kala. Kala took ill a while ago, and she's sort of been very macabre since. I apologize if that's your first impression of us, but let's get in before you get frostbite. Kala will turn dutifully and sort of look over her shoulder at you, kind of make eye contact with you.
And her eyes are saying, I love macabre.
Her eyes are saying, we have a deal still.
Yes, I have deal. And I just made, for those listeners that are listening to the podcast, I made a very wonderful thumbs up and a weird face.
When she exits Silith, the Baron will say, the person who is missing is my son, Ilya. He was the person I had you scry on. I'm grateful he's alive, but we were not certain. We even dug a grave for him out back. Naturally, everyone is very upset about this. Kala is alive and well, but that's why I have so many guards on the gate. I've lost one. I don't want to lose another.
And Silith tries to emulate what she's seen people do to comfort here, and she very, mechanically sticks her arm out and puts it on his shoulder. That's difficult, she says.
Make a deception check to see if you really care.
Oh, gosh.
Oksana is watching this
with
like
bells
hysterical.
on.
Or you could roll a persuasion check on yourself.
Either way, I got +0 on the Krezk, so
Rolling
I'll
hot.
do that. Okay, I'll roll for 13.
13. He'll say, yes, we all have our burdens to bear. This is ours. Please sit. I'll start. Anna will be in any minute. There's a big oak table, and there are 6 pretty nice chairs around it. Looks like there's carvings in the side. He will start sort of pulling things and getting stuff ready in the kitchen to put on the table. Irina will go ahead and sit.
Is Oksana within earshot?
She's about to be. She and Anna walk. Anna walks Kala in the door and says, why don't you go and get dressed for dinner? And Kala will say, can I just have dinner in my room again? Yes, dear, that's fine. I'm sorry I didn't catch your name. I'm Anna. She's saying that to you, Oksana.
I am Oksana. Belarova, Oksana, Anna, we must know each other.
Oksana, yes, you're definitely Barovian, that's for sure. Let's come and sit. And I haven't met you either. Irina Kolyana. Irina, Is that Irina Kolyanindirovich of Barovia? Yes, it is. I'm so sorry about your father, we heard, and he was a good man. I hope your brother will do well. And you, my lady?
I'm Silith.
Silith. Call me Anna. Dimitri, let me help you before you... Dimitri is trying to do the waiter thing where he has a bunch of stuff on his arms, but it's very clear he's never done this before, and his arms are very short, so things are about to go very wrong. Anna will come... it's fine. Just one thing at a time. I don't want it to get cold. It's fine. It's just sit down.
Oksana, depending on how close she is, will cast message.
You're 10 feet away now.
I just want to make sure that nobody is gonna hear this. So, Scylla, did you hear this conversation that we just had with Anna? Were you there? Did you?
Could I, this is me asking as player, could I have heard the conversation?
The conversation with Kala outside?
No, the one that, when we came inside with...
Oh, no. With the door shut, you wouldn't hear that, no.
Wait, with me. When they were introducing just now, before she got called away to help.
Yes, she would have walked inside. They would have been inside when she said, Kala, do you want to eat? And Kala says no. And hello, what's your name? So that was inside the house, yes. You'd have heard that.
Phyllis, did you hear that she say, I must be Barovian?
Oh, I heard a part of it, but we are picking out chairs, and I have a little bit of anxiety when I'm looking at chairs after talking with you. Should I have... I don't know how much I have left in message.
I don't either. You sit wherever you want, but I am noting this in my Barovia. Okay.
The Baron will sit at the head of the table and he'll say to you, Oksana, come, please sit.
And she will sit right next to the Baron.
I'll sit next to the Baron on Irina's side then.
Okay. She'll come and there's borscht, there's some rye bread with butter. You've not seen butter since you've been here, or really much dairy at all. There's also milk, and it's spiced with some nutmeg, and it's heated up a little bit. It's pretty good.
I love this. This is what is this? I have never tasted such wonderfulness of the drink.
Well, this is borscht from the vegetables from our garden out there. We have.
Oh no, this is not great. But the drink.
Oh yes, milk. Madame Kretyana, she lives across the village. She has a cow. Besides operating the general store, she has a cow, and so we get fresh milk from time to time. The spice actually comes from, we're not sure, the Vistani won't actually tell us where they got it, but we bought it once from a trading caravan came by, which happens once in a while, and we bought it from them.
I do like this milk from cow. Everything else is all right.
Not very many cows here.
I think Scylla seeing Oksana drinking this beverage and not dying of poison, just in the same way that she tried to reach out a comforting hand, she reaches out for the drink and just puts it to her lips, but because it's very stilted, she slurps and then sets it back down.
Irina will say to the Baron, so, we've come here to go to the Abbey. Could you tell us a bit more about that? He'll sort of make a big sigh.
That is the Abbey of St. Markovia. It's a dark place.
We do not go there. The villagers, we do not ever go up there. The abbot comes down from time to time to visit the shrine, and we're polite, but we do not go up there. Ever. If your path leads you there, then so be it. We do not go there.
At this point, Oksana is paying attention, but she's taken whatever utensil or if there's bread or something and is scooping the butter like over and over and over again. So she's got milk in one hand and she's scooping. It's disgusting, but she's listening.
I'm also wondering, do they have butter in the Underdark? Like, I don't know what their dairy is like. Has she had butter? Has she seen this? I mean, she's been on the surface for a bit.
I would say if you've been on the surface for a bit, you've definitely had butter.
Okay.
I would say that there is not butter in the Underdark. But, what do I know? I don't know.
I mean,
well,
that makes sense.
I mean, what's the name of that? In Baldur's Gate 3, the Dwergar have those pack animals that would give milk. I can't remember what they're called. They're not called bulls or cows. They're called something else, but...
There is butter in the Underdark.
So there would be butter in the Underdark, yeah.
So leans over to Oksana. I'd like some of that.
Yes, this is better than in wherever we're from. And she will take, noticing that, this is disgusting, noticing that she has eaten whatever bread she was shoveling into her mouth. She just takes her hand and scoops it and says, "Here, let me feed you."
Oh. Do I take this from your hand?
No, it's okay. I thought it was funny. And she'll put it
do
on
I just
the
bite this?
plate or whatever. It was a joke.
Oh, right. I'm working on those.
Without making eye contact, Irina, still looking at the Baron, she will take a napkin and put it in your lap the way you would like a small child. Here's a napkin, Oksana. She didn't actually say it, but like having clocked the butter incident.
Thank you.
So with her recent gift from Oksana, like puts it up to her mouth. And she looks over at the Baron and has that awkward, like, do I eat something before I talk? Do I talk before I eat? Decides to just hold it and look over. So have you never gone up to this abbey? It's just been there for how long?
Well, the abbey has been there since before this village was called Krezk. 500 years at least.
Did you?
And
well, I was just wondering, was the village built around the abbey? If it was here before? Or did the village just kind of appear? Or I was very curious in your history for some reason today.
There was a village here. It was called Paramshan. It was destroyed. And my ancestor, Frederick Krezk, was given the task of rebuilding it and was allowed to own the land that he rebuilt. He regretted that, not because of... The Krezks are the original owners of the Wizard of Wines. We owned it before the Markovs did, and it was my ancestor, Frederick, who gave the winery away to acquire the land to make the town. That was Count von Zarovich who allowed that.
How does he... my bad. How does he feel about that? I guess he was about to say, my bad. Continue.
He'll say, of course, then we almost immediately married into the Markov line, and now the Krezks and the Markovs are not related in a can't marry each other sort of way, but our family got back into the wine business, we'll say. The Abbey's been there that entire time. My grandfather says that the abbot once was a kind man who helped people and helped the sick. I am not sure I believe that.
Why? Why don't you believe it?
Well, we hear screams, wild screams coming from the Abbey, especially at night. But really can happen any time. The bells ring at odd times. When you hear that sort of inhuman screaming in pain, also the abbot is, he can be particularly cruel to people. Anna will lean forward and just say, Dimitri, let's try to be charitable. He's been here a very long time. Yes, and he's not aged a single day in 100 years.
If it's any condolence, you don't need to be charitable around me.
She'll smile and she'll say, perhaps we could talk about something different?
Perhaps let me double back and then we can talk about something different. What was he doing that I'm sure was charitable, Anna? It's Anna, right? Doug's Anna. Anna. That made you suspect that he was not charitable, Baron? Other than the screams. I mean, I am imagining he has big nightmares.
Well, the fact that he's not aged a day in 100 years is odd. Apart from the screams, we also hear a very inhuman laughter coming. You saw how far away it was. To hear the screams and laughter as though they're in the room next to you is quite disturbing. No one knows anything about him before he came here. There was a rumor he was Strahd himself in disguise. My grandfather always thought that was an amusing one. It's not true, of course.
So he came here after your family was started the town and all of this, correct?
Yes, I believe he's been here approximately 100 years. The Abbey had turned somewhat before that. Following the sack of Perimshan and while Krezk was being rebuilt, the Abbey fell on hard times. Food was scarce and it is said they turned to cannibalism to survive. I have no evidence of that, but that is the legend we hear. So it became a dark place before the abbot went there. And again, if my grandfather is to be believed, the abbot was not always like that. Perhaps living in the Abbey is what made him like that. I cannot say. Silith, make a perception check for me.
I am quite full. Looks not and pushes her food away from her.
A 15 as Silith awkwardly crunches on a piece of bread when there is a lull in the conversation.
With a 15, you don't see anything. The Baron will say, why do you need to go to the Abbey? What is there for you?
Well, couple of things. I am wondering how smart the Abbey priest? What is it? Sorry.
Abbot.
The abbot, how smart he is and what he knows about people's brains and auras and things like that. But we also were wondering about Esmeralda. Do you know Miss Esmeralda? I want to talk to this abbot because I know he is smart and he knows lots of things about brains, and he might be able to help us make some friends. Yes. So, you want to come with me? With me and Silith and Evrina? Honestly, it's a bit tiring, but maybe you guys go, and I will stay here and I will take care of Kara.
I am not going there. I will not be going there.
Okay.
Again, as your path leads you there, I would say the Baron is, in fact, very smart. He probably does have a lot of information about brains, which... yes, I'm sorry, yes.
You're talking about third person.
I'm quite smart. Third person, me, I'm quite smart.
It's okay. I forgot the children went to bed. I was like, oh.
Did we?
So-
Do they even have children? I wasn't paying
This is,
attention.
Kala is not
Kala-
a child.
Oh, okay.
she's 20.
Kara.
She's a grown-up.
Go like 20.
Yeah, Kala's not a
kid.
child. Yeah. So, Baron will say, the abbot is certainly intelligent. He may know a lot about brains. I would not like to think how he would know that. As far as going there, I'll not be going there. And you don't have to share your reasons for wanting to go there. Be on your guard. I'll just say that.
You know, I'm not quite sure I've ever been to an abbey. What deity does this abbot worship?
The abbot would say that he is a disciple of Lathander. He says so often and loudly.
Oh,
We are as well.
otherwise,
He'll look and there's sunburst of Lathander is on the wall.
but he worships differently than you do.
He must do.
So he's a heretic?
Honestly, I'm not quite sure. I don't think the Lathander that I know would allow that kind of behavior. Sorry, go ahead, please.
I was literally just going to say, well, I guess we will have to see for ourselves, and I am done eating.
There's a knock at the door. Anna says, Dimitri, if you'll begin clearing, I'll go and get the door.
Oksana will...
Go ahead. Sorry.
That's okay. Go ahead. I was just...
You hear her walk to the door and you'll hear it open. She'll go, Kretiana, my goodness, coming out of the cold. She comes back into the room and she says, this is Kretiana. She's the one who owns the cow from whom we got the milk. Baron will sort of freeze and say, Kretiana, what can we do for you this evening? As Kretiana opens her mouth to speak, she instantly, with a flicker, changes into a man. Man is early 30s, blonde, sort of floppy hair. He's wearing a brown monk's robe, and he wears the symbol of Lathander around his neck. When he does that, the Baron and Anna both cry out audibly in shock. The Baron drops the dishes that he's holding, and Anna just takes 2 or 3 steps back and reaches her hand to a wall. Hello, Dimitri. Anna. Guests in our town.
Oh,
Please introduce me.
what does this aura look like? Sorry. I just wanted to check that before he spoke further. And note to GM, I will check everybody's aura until I'm no longer able to, should that day come.
You know what? His aura is bright and cheery and clean. There's a sort of, his aura's like a sunshiny day, a nice day.
All right.
Misleading.
Kala will come out and Anna will say, Kala, go back to your room and shut the door. Okay. She turns and exits. Introduce me, please. Abbot, this is Irina, Oksana, and Silith. They are travelers come to stay the night. Guests, this is the abbot. Make insight checks.
Wait, he is the abbot. All right. At the other... I don't know why I thought it was somebody else.
Well,
Oh,
I rolled.
Nat 20 for a
Nice.
24. Thank you.
Cheers to that. Just 11 for me.
With even an 11, you sense the fear in these people. With a 24, they are terrified, and they are afraid that everyone in this house is going to die tonight. They are as scared as you have ever seen anyone.
And Silith doesn't get that.
Silith gets that they're afraid. She does not get the level of fear that you get.
Can I ask a follow-up? Because I had a really good...
Sure.
Does he look like... can I get a sense of more of a specific agenda? I don't know if that's possible. Like, do they know why he's there? How about that? I feel like that's...
They have no idea why he's here. The fact that they're this scared probably means he has never come into the house ever before. They have no idea why he's here, and they are scared.
Okay. Oksana casts message as to just not draw suspicion to Silith. This is really sus. This should not be happening. Red aura is flashing, and he's got weird aura. Anyway, bad guy. I don't know what that...
Silith picks up the intensity in Oksana's voice, and it's a very subtle, like, just kind of like a nod, like she kind of looks out the side of her eye over at her. And I can message back, right? I can send a... Just want to make sure the fear didn't, me too much. Right. I don't think either of us are up for a battle. We should talk our way out of this.
Yes, but just in case, Oksana puts her hand behind her back and snaps to just try to make sure that her hands are ready for an Eldritch Blast, should that be the case.
Silith is gripping her butter knife.
Oksana, make a sleight of hand check.
Oh, no.
Oh, can I guide her? Or no? Can I guide on that?
I would say you are close enough to touch her, to guide her.
She's like a little elbow.
Without guidance, it's an 18.
Nobody seems to notice, and
18
the
plus
Eldritch
3.
Blast.
Sorry. Are
21.
you seeing my roll?
I'm not.
Oh,
I can
21.
see it.
21.
No one knows that you are preparing the Eldritch Blast, and it comes to your fingertips immediately. It's there if you need it. The abbot will say, "Well, it is my great pleasure to welcome you to Krezk. I am certain the Baron and Baroness have welcomed you as well. Irina, where are you from?" "I'm from Barovia Village." "Ah, Barovia Village. Heard they have fallen on hard times. I hope that Father Donovich is well." Irina will move her eyes toward you. And he is well. His son Doru was killed, but he is as well as could be. "Very well. And you, Oksana, where are you from?"
I am from, honestly, I do not know my original origin. Baldur's Gate?
"Oh, I have not heard of Baldur's Gate. And you? Where are you from?"
Menzo Baranzan of the 8th House Gendry.
"I have heard of Menzo Baranzan. I have never met anyone from there. How did you get here?"
It's been a little bit of a journey. A lot of twists and turns, you would say.
The Baron will say, "Abbot, to what do we owe this pleasure?" "Is it a sin to visit the home of my friends and neighbors, especially those who may soon be family?" He looks directly at Anna when he says that. "How do you like the village? A quaint and quiet settlement, no?"
The quiet is welcomed. I find that I have time to think when it is.
How long have you been here? Did he already say that?
Lathander has blessed me to be here well over 100 years.
Really?
I'm so blessed to be here. Yes, really.
Interesting. So you probably know about all of the fashion, and I'm sure this would be very exciting for us to discuss. what do you know about the other towns like Valaki and specifically Barovia proper, or the, traveling peoples? Anything special?
I don't know that I know anything special about the traveling people. I do enjoy when they bring spices, and I am a fan of wine from time to time. As far as Barovia and Valaki, I know Father Donovich, who runs the Temple of Lathander, and I know Father Lucian Petrovich, who also runs a Temple of Lathander in Valaki. I do not know anyone else.
I noticed that when I met, Father Lucian, we are very close friends. And the other father I met, but don't remember his name, but he had special things in his Abbey church. So what special things do you have? Because Lathander give everybody special things.
I have a great number of special things in the Abbey. They are special people. I have lots of special and unique people living in my Abbey.
Oksana is going to flit to the Baron because of the amount of fear that he's emanating when he says people. The fact that there's no people around right now, she'll look at the Baron.
He's completely frozen.
How many people did you say you have in your Abbey?
Oh, a handful. It does change. Some come, some go.
Turning to the Baron once again. You know what? Turning to Anna once again. To them, have you seen these people? But
They
more
will sort of-
discreet.
They both catch your eye very quickly and flit their eyes right back to him. And you, Lady of Menzo Baronzon, has the light of Lathander touched you here in Barovia?
I have met one of your counterparts, or I'm not sure what the word would be, someone who also followed Lathander here. So I suppose, yes,
That is good.
he has left.
Oh, that is too bad. He'll look at you all and what you're carrying. He'll say, I see by your weapons you are no strangers to the dangers outside these walls. It's good that the good people of Krezk are protected, isn't it, from the threats that lurk beyond.
What type of threats are we looking at from beyond?
Oh, there are many creatures that move in the darkness. Werewolves, I believe, are the largest danger here in Krezk. Is that not right, Baron? Werewolves are a great danger, aren't they?
Yes, of course. We're doing what we can to keep the town safe.
Of course you are. I myself will be praying to Lathander to keep us all safe, but especially you, my friends.
Abbott, I can't help but sense that there is little tension. I do have some more questions for you. Is now a good time, or should I make appointment? I specifically want to ask you about older people in the land.
I have no idea why you would feel tension.
It
There
is
is nothing to fear in doing one's duty, nor shame in accepting one's fate. Like the sun and moon, we all have our parts to play. The Baron and Baroness, their part is a most blessed.
Well, how do you do your part with Lathander when there is no sun?
Oh, just because we cannot see the sun always does not mean it is not there. I have faith.
Okay.
It is true that many instruments of God reject their calling at first, but it is written that those who will not serve the divine become tools of the divine. Those who accept their fate and serve the divine become divine themselves. I fear the choice is not easy. I apologize for disturbing your meal. I bid you good night. Irina, Oksana, Silith, you are all formally invited to the Abbey of Saint Markovia. I and my friends there will be happy to receive you. Perhaps tomorrow.
Okay.
He turns, walks, and opens the door. As he opens the door, you see silhouettes kind of framed by the candlelight in here. And just as quickly as he changed from the old woman, there's barely a flicker, and an eagle stands in his place, an eagle that is as tall as he was. And the wingspan comes out, and the wingspan is huge, 12 feet maybe. And the eagle just takes off into the night towards the Abbey. You see that snow has begun to fall. The Baron and Anna race to each other and grab each other and hold each other, and then they just collapse to their knees. And you can see that they are both crying and clinging to each other for their life.
It's triggering to her because as a changeling, she has, and in her past, really had to focus on other people. And while this is not something she sees every day, I think her instinct is to not dismiss them, but almost like check it, note it in the brain, and know, let's see what's going on with the daughter. Like, they've lost it, and I'm uncomfortable with that. And that must have something to do with the daughter. I mean, did we get a sense that the daughter was listening, or did we hear anything?
The daughter came out, and Anna was like, go back to your room and shut the door. And she did. Anna was protecting the daughter from the monk, from the abbot.
Guys, I'm sorry that... What is going on? He's weird. I'm so sorry.
Anna says, he's far worse than weird. The Baron will say, I'll help you up. And they'll sort of stand and try to collect themselves.
2 weeks ago, a werewolf made it past the walls. It wounded many, and it killed one. I've told you this, but the one it killed was Kala. I held her in my arms as she died. She said, Dad and Mom, over and over and over. It was...
I'm sorry to interrupt you. You said that it killed Kala. Do you have more than one person named Kala in this? I'm confused.
No, the next day, the abbot's bestial servants came. Otto, Siegfried, all their names. Horrid. They invited us to the Abbey, and we did go. The abbot offered us a bargain. He would resurrect Kala to full health, but only if Anna would sacrifice herself so that he would have her heart. Anna agreed. The abbot came down and went to Kala, and he whispered a few words, and she awoke as alive as she had ever been. But Anna, well, she owes him. He agreed to give us a month to put our affairs in order and say goodbye. The morning Lord's mercy, he called it, but we have only 9 days left. I have tried to think of a way that we can
avoid this, and there is nothing that Anna will agree to. I gave my word. If I run away, what happens to Kala? If we take her, what happens? Who knows what chases us? This is the only way.
Does Colin know?
No. No, Kala has not been the same. We think she may remember dying. You may remember whatever she saw beyond the veil, that which we will all find out in time, but to see that, whatever it is, and then come back, she has not laughed since she awoke.
Has she ever...
She stares at the empty grave. Sorry, go ahead.
Has she ever mentioned monsters or... I mean, it sounds like she don't talk a lot.
She's not mentioned monsters. The werewolf perhaps she is talking about the werewolf. I don't know what she remembers. She's not talked about remembering that. There are no wounds, there are no scars.
Do you know if this abbot has come to speak to her?
I don't believe so, no. He's not come to speak to us until just now. He's never entered the house before.
Did you know that he could change form like he did?
We thought so. I'd never seen it, though.
Possible he has spoken to her in a different form.
Yes. Yes, it is.
And, Anna, if you give your heart, what's to say... Well, someone who changes so quickly, what's to say that he will keep his word?
Nothing. It is all that I can do. But no, there is nothing to say that he will keep his word. But if I back out, he will certainly keep his word. Well, he has not actually said he will kill Kala if I back out, but...
Well, he did mention he had other people up at the Abbey. Do you know these other guests that he spoke of?
Well, there's the mongrels. 3 or 4 of them. There's, he does have a guest staying there, one that is a close friend of mine. Esmeralda Diavne is her name. She's been helping us trying to find Ilya. We, of course, offered her to stay here, but she would not hear of it.
Why do you think she is staying in the Abbey?
She said it was because she did not want to bring trouble to our door. She wanted, if trouble came, it to come there where perhaps it's more defensible. Also, she was more than grievously wounded. She lost a leg to a werewolf out in the forest. She was found by a couple of hunters and trackers that we know, and they brought her back here. We, of course, took her to the Abbey straight away, and she stayed there ever since. She does have a there's a toy maker in Valaki who we heard was quite genius, so we sent word, and he actually built her a leg. sits right on, and she's able to walk, run, almost as though it was real.
Is this Belinsky?
Yes, that was his name, Blinsky.
When did this happen? He owes me some dolls.
Oh, I don't. Oh gosh, it was a week ago, perhaps. Maybe a week ago.
How long ago was this that she had the dolls commissioned?
It was about a week ago. Maybe probably a little bit less. So the dolls would have been commissioned after the leg.
I did give him only 24 hours. Just gonna put it out there.
It's out there.
Sorry. Toys are not as important as leg and werewolf stuff. I wonder if...
Anna will say, well, there must be something else there, right? We do not know what he wants her heart for, but he is doing experiments always. Perhaps the heart is to create life in something.
Can you refresh what the tarot, the one with the heart, looks like and says?
One with the heart.
I just don't... there's a beating heart with the tarot.
Your enemy is a creature of darkness whose powers are beyond mortality. When the hour of judgment arrives, this card will lead you to him. The Marionette. Look to great heights, find the beating heart of the castle, he waits nearby.
The Marionette. Okay.
The Marionette, you would presume, means that
Hey.
he's not in charge of himself. You do, recalling this, Oksana, I think it would be...
Oksana is thinking of the actual marionette she was walking around with,
Well,
to be quite honest.
There was an assumption amongst you and everyone that this was Strahd, but
Knowing what I know
it could
about
be this guy.
Madam...
Like, he seems to be immortal. He has a dark beating heart. That could be a castle. Like, I mean, it could be him.
Silith, in message form. Silith, we need to have discussion. I have thoughts on this, but I don't want to reveal my cards. I don't want to show my cards, because we don't quite know them. But I have information and would like your take.
This is very smart. Perhaps we can discuss this in one of the rooms they promised us.
Do you think we can get a room so we can discuss things? I mean, sleep?
Yes, of course. We have the spare room. We also have Ilya's room is available. He is gone since the vampire attack. That we dug him a grave for if we ever do see him again. The scry from Baba Lysaga brought me great hope that he is alive, at least he was then. So perhaps we will not need the grave. But he is not in his room. So you may certainly use that, as well as the spare room. And I'm ready to show you to them whenever you're ready.
Yes, I feel that we should stay in Ilya's room.
Agreed. I like creepy things, she says under her breath.
And forgo the spare room then.
We will take both.
In case we need an extra room to store our luggage.
Yes, we are fans.
He'll look and see that you don't have any luggage.
Irina, Irina is a fancy person, even though she does not look it. She might, or I might want to, I've got the beautiful scarf and my shoulder pads. We might want the extra room. They are quite fancy. And she snaps her finger and prestidigitates sparkling, perfect self.
Irina will say, yes, let's talk about your clothing entourage, not mine. Anyway, yes, if we could see Ilya's room. Ilya's room is fairly plain. The bed is made. There's a map on the wall. Looks like it's Krezk and the world and the woods around it. You can see the Wizard of Wines is drawn there too. You can even see in the northeast part of the map is a lake and what looks like a tower. Oksana, it's probably Lake Baratok, and that's probably the wizard's tower. So he's been there at least.
It's a drawing, is that what you said? Or a map?
Yeah, he's drawn this map. Yeah. Or someone has drawn this
So
map.
it's like a poster on the wall? Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, the bed is made. It's small. There's a shelf above the bed with a collection of, sort of curios. There's a giant feather. There's a crystal, what looks like a wolf's tooth there.
Ooh.
He's got a short sword and a short bow kind of hanging on the wall. And then there's the map.
I would like to check out all of the little things. Specifically, I would like to check out the feather and the tooth. And she'll hold, is it just the tooth on its own?
Yeah, it's just literally just a tooth.
Okay. So she will pick it up and kind of put it to her mouth and be like, trying to see if it would like actually fit in one's mouth. And then realize this is probably not the best time to do this. And
The Baron looks at you like this.
I'm sorry, this is not good time to be mimic. Got it. She'll set it down. Where did this come from?
I don't actually know. Ilya's was quite the explorer. He went much further than I would have liked.
Ooh.
He was accomplished, worked well with the sword and the crossbow. He could certainly defend himself, and did, but apparently not enough. I'm going to... Sorry?
Just really quickly, I, have this idea. I know that it is very, typical to have idea. Is Kala missing tooth?
No. She
Okay.
is not.
Just, you didn't have to ask.
I bid you good night. We'll have a small breakfast for you in the morning, and then you can do whatever you like, of course. We are honored to have you here, as you have done us a great courtesy. I'm going to... good night.
He'll gently shut the door. So, while Oksana is looking at those kinds of things, Silith, what might you be looking at in this room?
I am looking at the floorboards to see if anything is out of place or anything on the opposite wall.
Go ahead and make a perception check. Oksana, I will ask you to make a nature check as you are looking at a tooth and a feather.
Yes.
Natural 20.
Woo! Nice.
Oksana, what did you roll? I'm going to do you first because it's less interesting. I'm going to go in order. Most interesting comes last.
Thanks. So excited. It is a 15.
It's a big wolf tooth, probably a dire wolf. There are dire wolves here. The very first time Strahd met you, he had dire wolves that he had brought with him to surround you, make sure you didn't go away. The feather, there are large birds in the Sword Coast. They're called rocks. This could be a rock feather, but it could be a feather from the abbot when he flew away as an eagle.
Would it lend itself to potentially having come from a Vistani, or the idea that Ilya left Barovia? Is that not high enough?
The most likely scenario is that he got it from a Vistani, or he actually found it somewhere, and that there are something like rocks in Barovia as well. There are certainly animals that are in common. Wolves, rats, bats. All of those things are in both places. It's possible that he went beyond the mist. There's nothing to indicate the Krezkovs are Vistani. Perhaps on the mother's side, they're Vistani. You haven't really talked about her heritage. So it is possible. He would have special permission. There we go. Special permission from Strahd to leave. There doesn't seem to be anything remarkable about him. Silith, which with a natural 20, nothing under the floorboards, but your eyes move up. You can see that the map seems to have, it's nailed to the wall, but there seems to be something behind it, something very flat. Not like a safe or something, but like some other paper or something back there.
Excuse me, Oksana, while you're looking at those canines. And she starts to go like underneath the map and kind of slips her hands. Is the map put up there by nails, tack?
Yeah, small nails.
So she kind of slides her hand and pops one of the nails off and then starts to peel the corner of this map to see if she can see what's underneath it.
Looks like what's underneath it is just another piece of parchment. And in fact, if you're going to peel the map like that, it will just fall out. It's not stored very securely. Folded up piece of parchment.
Well, seems our wayward son has left us a note. Do either of you ladies want to do the honor of opening this?
You found it.
I'll certainly open it if you don't want to.
I'll open it, I suppose. And she does. She opens it, but she opens it so that Oksana and Irina could look over it at the same time.
It is a drawing. It's a charcoal sketch, actually, of a woman. Woman has braids. She has a bandana kind of tying back the braids. You would say it looks like she has leather armor on. It's drawn as though her lips are kind of snarling or sneering. But with a natural 20, I think you'd feel like that's just her face. She just has a resting snarl face.
Huh.
More than the snarl having a lot of meaning.
That's a title. That's a title.
Looking at it also, this drawing looks a lot like Kala, but older, and a lot like the Baron as well.
Is it drawn well? Like, is there shading, or is it, like, what's the quality of art here that I'm looking at? Stick figure?
I would say above average. Nobody's going to sell this. Nobody's going to buy this, but it's not. It's clearly drawn by someone who did so with some care, certainly.
I was just wondering why someone would draw this and then hide it under a map. I typically would throw out my drawings, not that I draw. I'm just speaking hypothetically. Why would he put it under map?
It doesn't seem like the sort of thing anyone would hide. It's just a drawing of someone.
Maybe he loved her. Like,
even so, I mean, he's an adult. I don't see why the mother and father would object to.
I am just saying that some people that love other people, they don't know. Sometimes they don't realize it. And maybe he drew a picture and then realized and was nervous about it and questioning it and then creating like science experiment. And
yes,
I wouldn't know.
Of course not.
Do you think it's worth us keeping it in our lack of luggage?
I'd say it must mean something to him, and he's gone. And he said that Esmeralda was out looking for him. Perhaps Esmeralda will know something about this.
What about Kala? Should we trust her?
I don't know. You talk to her the most. Should we trust her?
I know, but I didn't know she was dead or
I didn't either. It would explain odd behavior.
Can I take, if it's okay, Sealith, can I take the picture and I will take the tooth? If it is okay, I will go if you want to come with me or not. Does not matter.
Do you think she'd open up if all three of us went to go see her, or do you think more of a one-on-one would be better?
If it were me, I'd want to talk to the person I had talked to already. Three people I don't know hovering in the room.
Yes.
Perhaps we could also invite her here. Maybe that would make her feel more comfortable. Neutral ground of some sort. I don't know.
I think I am very good at giving advice, and I am quite the people person. I think I will do it. I will go, and I will message you.
Sure. I will go look at the extra room, scan the perimeter, just to ensure there's no other threats here. And let me know how your one-on-one talk goes.
Silith, as you go into the spare room, Oksana, you go to Kala's door and it's closed.
Knock, knock. She's gonna say this. Knock, knock. I am knocking out of respect for privacy. It is Oksana.
In the middle of that, Kala will open the door, and now she is dressed to go somewhere. Boots on and a coat, and she's like, are we going to the cellar now? Is it time?
Oksana, she knocked. In her hand, she has the tooth and the map. I had the tooth and this picture.
When you show the tooth, she backs up really fast.
Okay, we don't have to look at tooth. I will put it away. She'll put it in a back pocket just for a moment. Just 1 second. She'll take it and go put it back, not even going as far, just whatever the closest thing in that room is to just set it on It is okay.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
It is okay. It is your feelings, and it is. Let us breathe in the flowers. Ready? Breathe in the flowers. And blow out birthday candles if that is what happens in Barovia.
Of course, don't they have birthday candles everywhere?
One more time. Normally I make people do it 3 times, but I feel like you are not. You are good.
Yes, I'm sorry. When I saw it, I remembered claws and teeth and blood and pain. It was terrifying. Anyway, so the cellar?
Yes. Remind me, when they had that conversation, did she say she didn't want anyone to know?
She said she didn't want her parents to know. She didn't talk about anyone else.
Okay.
She didn't even want her parents to be scared.
Okay.
And that the monster had come from there, and she wanted to go down and make sure the monster's not still there.
How likely is this, Kala, that we will find a monster down there? Because if it is likely, I need to take a little break to have esoteric, right? Because I am really tired, Hebel.
I don't think it's very likely. The night of the attack, there were a lot of noises, and was why I went outside. And when it burst through that door, it saw me first, and at least I think that's what happened.
Okay.
I think maybe I died. I don't know why I'm here now, though. If I died.
You know, it sounds like you need to have conversation with your parents.
I've tried.
You know, I am good at mediating. I do have certificate for mediation, so maybe we sit down. But maybe my friends would be helpful with the monster, or no monster, but no.
Make a persuasion check.
25.
Silith in the spare room is very boring until you find in the top drawer of a nightstand there's a little book put together. As you flip open, is only drawings. The ones that seem to have the most detail look like it looks like they're drawings of like manacles, or restraints or chains and these sort of manacled things. Looks like someone is designing custom manacles. There's nothing else of interest in that room.
Silith is intrigued. Silith turns the page a couple of points through this. What else does she see in this book?
You see drawings of a flower, question marks next to it. And at the very last thing you see, it's really only mid-book, about the back half's not filled. There's a page in the middle, and it is written, "I know they are lying."
Can I deduce anything about the handwriting? Does it seem rushed?
Let's make an investigation check for that.
5.
5. Could be anyone. Could be anything. It doesn't look particularly rushed, nor particularly calligraphic. I don't know if that's a word, but it's neither very nice nor very bad.
And there's nothing else of note, like no blood stains or page torn out.
Well, you do see a couple of looks like there's some dark smudges on some of the pages, like at the top corners where you'd turn the page.
So take the book and kind of turn it over, kind of look at it. She's collecting a lot of written materials lately between the drawing and the book, and she takes the book and she holds on to it. Irina's not with her, right? Just me in the spare room?
Irina, I think, stayed back in Ilya's room. Probably, I would say she is situating what luggage/bags or whatever it is that you would have, kind of putting that together. Not looking in your stuff. Just she would probably know better than to do that.
I'm wondering, like, with her draw senses, does she see any, like, infrared, like, footprints or anything recent? Any foot traffic through here?
There's a lot of footsteps coming in and out of Ilya's room, of multiple people. It's not just him, and it's not just the three of you. It's as though mom and or dad have gone into his room many more times than they have gone into Kala's room.
I don't think Philip likes this, but she doesn't narrate her thoughts aloud this time. She takes this additional book and she walks over to, can she kind of follow the foot, I guess the infrared foot traffic to find Kala's room? Like, is it easy to navigate to?
Yeah, it's easy to navigate to. There's enough foot traffic going there to sort of know where it is.
So she goes over and, like, knocks. Hello, I found a book. Am I interrupting small talk?
Oksana, with a 25 persuasion, Kala would have just said to you, just before the knock, if it's dangerous, then the more of us that go down there, the better. So, yes, your friends can certainly come. I do want to understand the best way to get out of here quietly. And then the knock comes from Silith.
We're decent. Who is it?
It's the only drow that you likely know. My name starts with an S and ends with a... You're laughing behind this door.
Irina, it must be you. Just for giggles, Oksana will literally shift into Silith and open the door. Be like,
Kala seeing this slips and like falls under her bed, absolutely terrified.
And opens the door and is like, hi, so glad you're here.
I think, especially based on Scylla's like whispering wall episode, this is whatever humor she was trying to do is kind of shaken from her, because it's like looking at her sister that could have been. What is this? Is this a trick? Can she sense anything? Is there any tell with Oksana when she shapeshifts?
I don't think you would have seen Oksana shapeshift at all, and certainly not from behind a closed door. You did hear Oksana's voice in there, and looking, you see Kala on the bed, and you see you. You don't see Oksana. Context clue.
When she tries to regain herself, and it takes a moment, Oksana, I heard your voice. What is this?
Oksana's not here. And then she switches. I got to you. I got to you. Oh, you seem really affected.
Have I done something to you so cruel that you would do that to me?
Oh, no, it was just a joke.
I'm not laughing.
Is that new?
I'm going to go trance in the other room. I will talk to you later. And she walks.
Irina is coming out of the room and just turns and watches Silith go back, and she's, Oksana, what did you do?
Me? I was just joking. I mean, I was just her. She looks good. I don't know.
I don't know why that would have been so. Let's just don't do it again.
Okay. I mean, maybe I'd shock her because there's not a lot of drow around. I don't know.
Maybe if I opened the door and looked at myself, I'm not sure I would think it was funny either.
Fair point.
I don't want to hurt your spontaneity, but perhaps if you're wanting to do a joke, perhaps you could run it by me first if there's time. Perhaps I could tell you whether or not it's funny.
Okay, but there was no time because you were behind. But noted.
Sure.
Yes. Well, I definitely will apologize. You know, I really think it was funny. She'll turn to Kala, and Kala, I mean, come on. It was really funny. Everybody's so depressing here. No.
What did you just do?
I know what you were thinking. I promise I am not like Abbott. I do not know him. He is terrible, I know. I have a gift. It is what I do. I am so sorry. And I don't even know if Silith know that I have this gift or skill or curse. Maybe I need to tell her. I think I told her. I'm sorry. It's been a minute since she's apologized.
Well, Colin, it's all right. Like a bravery practice. Should we go to the cellar now?
Sure. This is getting a bit heavy for me. I'm not going to ask Silith. Lorena, do you want to come with us to the cellar?
Sure. Silith will be fine here. I don't think anything will happen here.
I mean, I want to make sure she feels included, but she looked very angry. Should you stay or?
Do you want me to go and tell her?
Yes, I do not want to be the one.
Sure. Just try not to do anything. Try not to do anything. She'll turn. Go in the door. Silith, you feel a very gentle hand on your shoulder, and you hear Arena's voice. Silith, we're going to go to the wine cellar. If you want to come.
I don't drink.
No, it's not to drink. We're going to. Apparently the monster the werewolf that attacked this town came from there. We're just going to check it out.
Do you think you'll die if I don't go with you?
I think the odds increase. We'll die if you're not with us.
Give me a minute and I'll be down.
All right, absolutely. Take your time. She'll leave and she'll shut the door.
Should I apologize to her?
Honestly, I would just let her gather herself and let her pretend that you don't know she's upset. I think that's what she would want.
Okay.
Just pretend you don't know that she's upset.
Okay, I fix my makeup, the eyebrows, Okay, Kala.
I think on like the other side of the door, Zill's doing that thing where she hasn't had to do this many times in her life, but I think it probably takes her back to like her childhood, and she's like looking up at the ceiling to try and like stop from her eyes tearing up because she doesn't want to be perceived as weak. And I don't know if maybe she heard Oksana's deep breathing exercises or not, but she takes another breath and you hear the door open and she looks as if nothing has happened. All right, we're going to this cellar.
Yes.
Oksana is super awkward. To the cellar.
All right.
You walk outside. Around behind the house is, one of those thick wooden doors, sort of slanty, opens like that. You can see that the lock on it is completely snapped and the hinges are knocked off. It looks like there's even a dent in the center. Looks like something was trying to push through it, and given the state of the lock and the hinges, it looks like they succeeded. But the doors are just laying on there at this point. You can just pull one off.
Kala,
Yes.
what do we need to know? Like, should we be in formation or do you want to go first?
I don't know. I've never gone into No, I don't want to go first. I've never been in a werewolf den. It should just be a wine cellar. It smells like damp dirt and...
I will go first. What does her aura look like as maybe she passes her?
Silith's aura
Mm-hmm.
is a deep, swirling blue. A very deep...
Is this new?
It's sad.
Seeing as though Silith is sad, wanting to maybe take one for the team or not put Arena in that situation. Or really, Arena, why don't you, bring up the rear with the Silith, and giving her like eyes like...
Sure.
And it's very obvious. And Kala, I keep you safe. Are we ready?
Everyone will nod.
Okay.
You walk down the stairs, big concrete stairs. Stone stairs, stone stairs. It's cold down here. There are lots of wine racks on the walls once you get to the bottom. They're all empty. The floor has deep gouges and claw marks, and those gouges and claw marks sort of lead to racks are against all of the walls of this room except there's one spot that is bare, and the gouges lead right to it.
Kala, is this typical? There's nothing here.
Yes, we haven't had a wine shipment in several weeks, and we don't get a lot when we...
But like,
This is typical, yes.
yes, but not the wine. But like, were you expecting like giant monster? There does not.
No, the giant monster's not typical. It only happened once. If it was typical, I wouldn't have asked to come down here at all, even with help.
It looked great. Guys, I think we're good. She says at full volume. Not screaming, but...
Behind that blank spot, Oksana, you hear a sound.
No.
Thump.
I did not do my esoteric right.
You can see looking at it that it's obvious this is a secret door. But it's sort of been almost knocked off too. And there's something in there trying to get out.
Can we back it up so I can have esoteric right?
Oksana, you hear a voice that you've heard before. Help. You've got to help me, please. I can't die in here. It hurts. Oksana, Doru is behind the door.
What?
You hear Doru's voice. You heard Doru's voice from behind the door. Perhaps it is not him. But there is no question.
Kala. Oksana will just run over there. And help me. And she'll try to open. I don't know how difficult.
You want to go, Kalasi, you want to... I'll look to try to find it. I don't know. You hear from the other side. Help, there's a lever behind the wine racks. Hurry, please. It really hurts. It really hurts.
Lever. There is a lever.
Okay.
Oksana's
There's
kind
a
of...
lever right here. Should I move it?
Yes, you move it. Oksana's already kind of grabbing her fingers at that spot where it connects.
Silith, you saw Oksana just run off, and you hear her shouting, lever, lever. And you see Kala pushes up and says, okay, it's up. As this door swings open, you enter the room, and it looks exactly like the basement in the Temple of Lathander. Empty. And you hear from the ceiling in the corner, it's you again.
Doru, is that you?
It is me.
I thought Sam killed you.
It was Strahd. One of his brides found my ashes and brought them here. I don't know how, but they put me back together, and they've left me here to starve. I have no idea how many hundreds or thousands of years it would take me to die starving, but it really hurts. I sort of peel himself down from the wall, a spider climbing almost with his hands backwards, and you see that he is even thinner and sweatier than he was before. He looks like in much worse shape.
She gets out her dagger, and I am not used to using this very much, but here, let me help. And she goes to cut her hand.
He watches you. If I can control myself, you could let me out. Maybe I could go home.
Maybe. Let us do this first. Yes.
He leans back. Oksana, you feel something tall and strong and as hard as stone standing behind you.
Does it feel like Sam?
It does. Doors closes his eyes, just like you remembered.
Wait. She cuts her hand and she puts it right in his face. And as she's doing that, she turns backward, like turns to the side and puts her hand up and looks at the stone figure.
You felt like the stone figure was there, but now that you're looking and reaching your hand out, there's nothing. As you look back, Doru's eyes snap open. And he reaches for you, and he launches himself into you, and he's claw you, and he's got you, he's pinned you to the ground, and his fangs are biting right in the exact same spot.
Doru,
the exact same spot that Valenta.
Doru.
And you see his eyes are flashing red. He's just a little bit of snarl. His teeth are sunk into you, and it really hurts. It hurts. And then there's this voice from underwater, sort of like, Oksana. Like sounds far away.
Am I like...
It's dark. It's really dark. And it's really cold. And you feel like something is leaving you.
Oh.
Oksana. As everything starts to fade away, you see it above you. There's a dark shadow, a silhouette of nothing, and reaches down and has a really long pointer finger, like a foot-long finger. And it reaches down and points it to you and says,
This is not to be your fate. Your destiny is much greater. We will help you.
as he says that, you feel a little tiny spot of heat in the cold as the ember shard heats up. You blink again, and Irina's kneeling over you. There's no Doru. You can't see him. You're not even in the same room. It's shrunk. It's changed. Sam is nowhere. Oksana, are you all right? Are you hurt? Are you hurt?
And she's gonna reach at her neck, and does it feel like I'm hurt?
No, everything's and Irina will look and she'll. No, you're fine. You just started screaming, rolling around on the ground. But are you sure you're all right?
It was Doru. He came at me. You didn't see that? And then
Kala, did you see something?
if she looks at her hand, is there any cut? Has she taken out her dagger?
Your dagger is sheathed right where it should be.
I cut my hand like with Doru. Weren't you here? Are you hurt? Like
I don't think you're crazy. There's very strange things happen here, but Doru's not here, and he's gone. He died. We know he died, and there's no cut in your hand. You're not bleeding. This is a strange place, and it's all right. I'm sure it felt very, very real. There's nothing. All right.
Oksana's gonna back up, looking at this space that he crawled out of, and she's looking at her hands on her neck, and she sees out of the corner of her eye, depending on where Silith is, would she be close or?
Irina and Kala would be in this room.
Where's Silith?
Yeah, I think Cellar was in the, bringing up the rear.
Would you
So
say she came down the stairs?
Yeah.
Okay, so Oksana is backing up and she catches a glimpse of Silith. What does Silith look like?
She looks startled. Her eyes are wide. Like she's in a little bit of disbelief.
Oksana sees that and I'm sorry. And she will sit down on the bottom of the step and look at her hands, and it was real. I'm really sorry. I don't know what.
Irina will sit and put her arm around you. Kala, Silith, your eye will be drawn to the walls. 3 of the walls have manacles. Chains are hanging probably about head high, long, maybe 3 foot long, with manacles there. There are manacles coming up from the ground as well. 2 of them look perfect. 1 of them, you see the manacle has been completely bent, and one of the chains at the bottom is completely pulled out, as if something escaped from it.
Are they similar to what Cellar saw in the book?
They are identical to what you saw in the book.
Cellar doesn't say anything. She looks over at the manacles. And then she very methodically takes out the book and turns to a page of one of them that matches.
You turn and you hold it. You hold it up. And you don't need to turn to the page, but you do think it in your mind. I know that they are lying. The book is not lying about these manacles. They are here. You must have questions. You turn and the Baron and the Baroness are both there. They sort of put their hands up like, we're not. You must have questions. Looks directly at Kala. I only ask that you try to reserve judgment when you get the answers. Dad, what are these? Those are restraints made completely of silver. They are to restrain werewolves. And that's where we will end for tonight.
Oh my god.
That was great. What emotional whiplash.
I love it.
I have no idea how it felt. I wanted it to feel like I was jumping at you through the camera. I wanted you to feel that way.
That freaked me out. I wasn't expecting that. Like,
I was like, oh my god.
I want to know what my reaction looked like.